We do expect actually to start fully autonomous, unsupervised FSD in Texas and California next year.
Hi everyone, JJ here. Welcome back. Well, Waymo's former CEO is not impressed with Tesla's Robotaxi rollout or the hype surrounding it at the moment, and he said so. But Elon Musk has responded here on X. They will switch from claiming that Tesla self-driving is fake to Tesla self-driving is unfairly good, he proclaims. Well, he's said a lot of things about full self-driving and robotaxi over the years. We'll have a look again at some of them. But first, let's see what the former CEO of Waymo actually said about this. His name is John Krafcik, and he remains skeptical that Tesla will deliver a truly autonomous experience. Please let me know when Tesla launches a robotaxi. I'm still waiting, Krafcik told Business Insider. So a little bit snarky there about robotaxi or the current Tesla offering of so-called robotaxi. Tesla recently launched Robotaxi in the Bay Area with a safety monitor behind the wheel. And that's what he's saying, that is not a proper Robotaxi yet. The man who led Waymo's path from a research project to a commercial autonomous ride-hailing business is skeptical about Tesla's Robotaxi. Krafcik led Waymo from 2015 to 2021, so a long time. In its formative years, you could say they've been through this, and Tesla is really playing catch up at this point. He now sits on the board of Rivian, a Tesla rival in the electric vehicle space. So rivals in car making and autonomous driving a while ago when he was a CEO. And Waymo has, I think it's 1,500 cars on the road now, so they are way ahead, all without safety drivers, safety monitors. If they were striving to recreate today's Bay Area Uber experience, he told Business Insider over email, looks like they've absolutely nailed it. So really just an Uber is what he's saying, that the safety monitor or the driver in the Bay Area of the so-called robotaxi is really an Uber driver that's, monitoring this level 2 kind of software that Tesla has. A human safety monitor sits behind the steering wheel since Tesla has yet to apply for permits that would allow the company to test and deploy fully driverless taxis in California. Well, they haven't even applied for a permit yet. So you would not know that from the things that Elon says about how it's actually already a robotaxi. Actually, I don't think he said that about the Bay Area one. He said it about the Austin one. It's his followers, his evangelicals, who've been calling it a robotaxi in the Bay Area, where it's just really an Uber driver behind the wheel, supervising FSD. Even so, the service remains invite only. CEO Elon Musk said on August 10th that Tesla's robotaxi will be open access by next month. Can we believe him? He said next year about so many times, so the same with next month. Now, in Austin, where rules around autonomous vehicle deployment are less stringent, a human safety monitor sits in the front passenger seat of the Model Y. That's yet to be open to the public, just invite only. Only the influencers, the Tesla influencers, who tend not to talk about the not so great things that may happen. For Krafcik, the presence of an employee inside the car is proof that Tesla has yet to show off a real robotaxi service. Please let me know when Tesla launches a robotaxi. I'm still waiting. It's rather obviously not a robotaxi if there's an employee inside the car. Krafcik told Business Insider that he has no interest in trying Tesla's robotaxi. So let's return to X and have a look. This is one of the chief Tesla influencers, the evangelicals, saying, okay, we will let you know. You let me know when I can buy a Waymo. Wonder which will happen first. So really not the point saying that you can buy a Tesla robotaxi or that promise of being able to let your car go on the road as a robotaxi and earn money from it, which Elon has said for a long time. And we'll have a look at a lot of the things that Elon has said over the years that really haven't come true yet, or the promise of it. And somebody is noting here about Tesla's plans about New York City. They've said they want to roll out robotaxis in New York City or different cities as soon as possible. And somebody says here, a few things are funnier than Tesla paying people $33 an hour to drive New York City robotaxis, in quotes. Maybe if it just called them cars with level 2 driver assistance, which is exactly what they are, it could pay $25 an hour. But for yet more fraudulent stock promotion, an extra $8 an hour is a bargain. So really saying that it's just an Uber and they have to pay people in the car and call it a robotaxi. I mean, the economics don't really work out there. It makes them a lot worse. And he's saying they could be a lot less, but it's all for show for the stock, is what they're saying. And in relation to that, Elon has also tweeted recently about this. Elon Musk says Tesla shorts are going to be obliterated, but that's a big if. Now, this is from Fred Lambert, who's pretty skeptical. A lot of CEOs don't care about short sellers. That's what they're talking about here, who make money if a stock goes down. They're betting that it will go down. A lot of people have done that over the years in Tesla. Elon has bet the whole company on autonomy. He said that Tesla's not worth much unless they solve autonomy. So there's so much riding on this robotaxi service working. And if it's obvious that robotaxi isn't working the way that Elon has promised for so many years, and we'll see that in a second, the promise he's made, the claims that he's made over the years, if this doesn't work, surely the stock would go down. But, this is not financial advice. I don't know what's going to happen. It's stayed up for a long time. It's been hovering around $1 trillion, a bit over, a bit under for a long time. That's so much. So there's a lot riding on this because their sales of cars have actually been going down. Now, Dan O'Dowd has pointed it out here. Elon Musk claims that he might be late, but that he always delivers in the end. This is objectively false. Here's why. So here's a lot of tweets here. I'm not going to read them all out because it's not just about FSD. It's about Cybertruck, which I've covered in a different video. But let's look at this short video here about Elon's claims over the years, which I have put on this channel, on this pod quite a few times, but this is all the way through. So let's have a look about what Elon's been saying.
For 10 years, Elon Musk has been saying he would deliver a self-driving car in a year or so. He still isn't close.
A Tesla car next year will probably be 90% capable of autopilot. So 90% of your miles could be on auto. We're probably only a month away from having autonomous driving, at least for highways and for relatively simple roads.
2015.
The Model S and Model X at this point can drive autonomously with greater safety than a person.
2016.
We're still on track for being able to go cross-country from LA to New York by the end of the year, fully autonomous.
2017.
But next year, for sure, we will have over 1 million robotaxis on the road. I'm extremely confident of achieving full autonomy and releasing it to the Tesla customer base next year.
5 years ago.
When do you think Tesla will solve level 4 FSD?
I mean, it's looking quite likely that it will be next year.
Not so confident sounding.
If we do not achieve full self-driving safer than a human this year, I would be shocked. I think we will achieve full self-driving, depending on what level you call it, 4 or 5. I think later this year. You could do unsupervised possibly by the end of this year. I would be shocked if we cannot do it next year. We do expect actually to start fully autonomous, unsupervised FSD in Texas and California next year.
Okay, so that's saying 2025, and so he was under a lot of pressure to roll it out. They have rolled out robo-taxis in Austin and somewhat of an Uber driver type situation in California so far. Both have safety monitors in the car, so not fully autonomous at all. Now, if you're getting value out of this episode so far, I'd really appreciate it if you remember to hit that like button to help the algorithm to spread it to more people. Thanks. And Dan goes on to say here, way back in June 2021, Elon was lauding the release of FSD version 9, which he said will blow your mind. 5 months later, version 9 was abandoned, and he was saying the exact same thing about version 10. And then after version 10 failed to achieve autonomy, Elon pivoted to version 11, which he called a major step change improvement. Elon didn't deliver, he says. Version 12 was not mind-blowing. It only averaged 140 miles before its human supervisor had to take over to prevent a crash or illegal maneuver. Far short of the 702,000 miles driven between automobile crashes in the US that Tesla cites in its vehicle safety report. So they got a long way to go. 140 miles between interventions might seem like a lot, but when you've got robotaxis running potentially 24 hours a day, all of these cars, that is maybe once a day. Now, Musk said that version 12.4, an update, would achieve roughly 5 to 10x improvement in miles per intervention. Elon didn't deliver. 12.4 was consigned to the dustbin of history after it swerved into oncoming traffic and drove towards oncoming cars. Musk has claimed version 12.5 was a major improvement. And so you can see how this goes on. I'm not going to read this all out. It goes on to right up to the present day. Now, version 13 still wasn't enough. At 222 miles between critical disengagements, Elon has now moved on to version 14, which he says will be amazing. Elon failed to deliver from version 9 to version 13. Why would version 14 be any different? Well, I mean, it could be, but we'll have to see what happens. Now, what do you think about this? Do you think that they will ever achieve it, or is it just going to be very, very slow progress and it will take a long time to get rid of that safety monitor, the safety driver? It seems like they've got quite a long way to go. What do you think? When do you think they're going to actually achieve this? Let me know in the comments. And right now, I'm going to put a related video right there. Do go and see that now if you want to. I'm going to put a subscribe link on screen too. Do subscribe if you want to get more of these kinds of videos from me in the very near future. And thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.